Hey everyone. Now, the idea behind this video is not to make anybody salty. I don't want to do that. But unfortunately, I do speak the truth. So if you are a diehard Xbot and you're watching this video right now, you should probably start taking your medication. Everywhere you go in the gaming community, it doesn't matter if it's pro Nintendo, pro Xbox, pro Sony, PC dudes, people who are just generalized, who don't focus on one specific thing, everywhere you will hear the same thing. Why should I get an Xbox Scorpio? And there's so many obvious reasons as to why people are asking these questions. And personally, I've said this before and I will say it again, and we talked about this in the Juice Loose podcast, and I figured I would elaborate on this a little bit. Because I feel the Xbox Scorpio is simply not going to succeed, and I will give you 5 valid reasons that you cannot contradict. There's nothing to say against these 5 reasons. The first reason being Xbots. The community itself, what the Scorpio represents. Phil Spencer himself said that the Xbox Scorpio is meant for the elite. It is an elite system. It is meant for the core Xbox audience. Meaning, first of all, the only people who would technically, who this system is aimed at, are people who already own an Xbox One. There's like what, 20 million out there? So this system, I swear, if it sells over 10 million, I will be surprised. I will actually be surprised. And then when people think, why should I get a Scorpio? They will look the Scorpio up online and they will fall headfirst in the Xbox community. Those people will never buy an Xbox system in their lives again. Number 2, I found it laughable when people claimed that the Nintendo Switch was gonna sell for between $200 and $250. Some people said $150. It is obvious that with the tech that it represented, the Nintendo Switch would not sell for at least $300. That's what I said from the start. You cannot. Why would it sell $200 with all the tech that is integrated into it? And then when the Xbox and people claimed that the Switch would sell for this little, now they pretend that the Xbox Scorpio was actually able to sell for less than $400? Are you fucking out of your mind? A 4K system with all the tech integrated to it. This system will not be less than $500. Which is a great little segue into the next point. 4K. Let's say the system is gonna sell at $400, which I doubt. People will look at this system, holy shit, you know, Scorpio 4K, best graphics ever on the console, you know, but wait a minute. 4K. I don't really have a 4K TV. That means at the very least you gotta spend like, well, what do you got 4K? I think my parents bought a 4K TV, which was like 600 or something, and that was like the lowest 4K TV. So you're spending at least $1,000 on this system. Even the PS3 at 600, there was all these scoffed. You actually think people are gonna fork over $1,000 to play a Scorpio in 4K? Which is a great segment into the 4th point, a Scorpio in 4K for $1,000 without any games. It doesn't have any games. I like Xbox, don't get me wrong. But I can play that games on my PC. I have a PC, why do I need a Scorpio? It's gonna be expensive, it's not gonna have any games. Phil Spencer once again already stated there's gonna be no exclusive. There's gonna be no difference between the Xbox One and the Scorpio. The Xbox One is gonna hold the Scorpio back. The Scorpio is gonna be the first ever true next gen system built only to play current gen multiplat X-Bone shooters. That is all it will be able to do. They have stated, unless they go back to their words, which we know Microsoft likes to do, unless they actually go back on their words, There will be nothing new on the system. There will be no games worth purchasing the system over because everything will be on Xbox One. But everything on Xbox One is also going to be on the PC. So why the shit fork over so much money for a system? Fork over so much money for a TV? Fork over so much money for something that is not going to have any games? Which is going to bring us down to the final point. The system simply has no clearly defined advantages over the competition. First of all, devs are already abandoning the Xbox. Square is releasing Dragon Quest Heroes 1, Dragon Quest Heroes 2, Dragon Quest 11, Dragon Quest 10 I think it was, or 9. It's releasing like all these Dragon Quest games on the Switch, on the PS4, none on the Xbox. You have devs like I think the one developing Monster Boy, already saying, well, we have to choose who to make a physical version for. We prefer going with the PS4 and the Switch as a clearer advantage there. They're not making one for the Xbox One, so clearly people are already dumping the Xbox One for what it is. But then you have the multiplats, which the Switch is getting. Games like FIFA and NBA 2K, these are already confirmed to come to the Switch, the PS4 and the Xbox Scorpio. People look at these systems. PS4. Wow, this game has a decent price. I mean, it's one of the most powerful consoles right now. If you don't think about the Scorpio, it's extremely powerful. It has like, it gets all the multiplats, and it has great exclusives. You get games like Nier Automata, games like Neo, Yakuza 0. There are games like Persona 5, there's Horizon Zero Dawn. There's all these extra games on top of the multiplats. It's powerful, it's not that expensive. I'll get my NBA and my FIFA on that system. Let's take a look at the Switch. People look at the Switch, well, it might be not as powerful as the PlayStation 4, but it gets all these Nintendo exclusives, all these incredible exclusives that are coming out, that are still coming. You have games like Zelda, Mario Kart, Splatoon. You have all these incredible RPGs like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's Fire Emblem, there's so many games coming out, and it gets some multiplats. On top of that, I can pick up my Switch and take it anywhere I want on the go. I don't need to do it. I take this, I take my controller, I'm out. I have my NBA 2K and my FIFA all over the place. Okay, cool. Two really good options. And let's look at the Scorpio. What does it have? Well, I mean, it's already like $500 at least. I mean, I don't have a 4K TV. It's gonna cost me at least $1,000, and I know it doesn't get any new games. It's the same games as over there, or the rest I could get it on my PC that I also already have. I mean, people are not going to buy the Scorpio. You can be the biggest fanboy as you want. You can pretend like power is all that matters, but it doesn't. It doesn't. In the end, it will always be about the games. And when you have a choice between a system that has games and a system that has more games and another system that has more games, people will look at, apart from the games, then they will look at, okay, now what you got? You got like the great exclusive, you got the power for cheap, you got the portability. The Xbox Scorpio doesn't offer anything. Nothing you say will change that. Nothing will ever happen to change that, unless Microsoft pulls the same old story they like to do and go like, maybe this DRM business that wasn't such a good idea. Let's maybe backtrack a little bit. Stay real.